Hi, my name is Nawaf bin Sultan. Today I would like to present my project, which will be focused on parking strategies to reduce environmental impact and improve urban space. The outline for my project will be introduction, materials and methods, literature review, finally conclusion. The introduction of this topic is provide a comprehensive lecture review on the topic on the rethinking surface parking for better parking design and safety of pedestrian, cyclists, and commercial vehicles in urban environments. This topic is relevant for stakeholders, which is first, developers, second, financial institution, third, local government, finally, citizens. Let's begin with developers, who will be concerned with the structural and accessibility design of the project. Then the financial institutions, who will be funding the project. Third, the local government, who will set guidelines that will stipulate the laws and regulations that will guide the parking requirement. Finally, citizens, who will be expected to identify their parking requirement. All these four stakeholders will be expected to work together. Then, the second part of this video is materials and methods, which consists three aspects. First one is data sources, which is Google Scholar and Florida Tech database. Second one is term used. Finally, search strategies, which I use Bhuyan as shown in the screen. There are 5 methods that will help parking strategies. First, reduce the supply of parking. Second, better parking design. Third, reduce demand for parking. Fourth, find innovative ways to pay for high-density parking. Fifth, manage parking as long-term asset. I am going to talk about these strategies in deep in lecture review next section. Currently, the automobile industry plays an important role in the transportation system. Further, parking forms an important role and includes the urban planning strategies. So, in this section, I am going to talk about the lecture review, challenges and solutions were found in relevance and peer reviews. This strategy should aim to reducing the supply of parking. Stakeholders like municipality can create regulation and legislation that increase floor plates and decrease the surface parking. Miller 2017 describes that municipal regulation play a key role in achieving a higher density and mixed-use development in cities. He mentioned 2 ways that parking reduction can be achieved. First, parking maximums, which is municipalities can control the amount of surface area being used for parking by setting limits on the total amount of parking space. According to the Miller, the second way is shared parking, which is based upon the concept of using the same parking space for 2 or more different land uses that required parking at different times of the day. The second strategy is better parking design, which is municipalities and developers should be addressed using parking design guidelines and dimensions which reduce the demand for large parking space. According to Groote 2015, he believes that a good parking design will improve the aesthetic and ecological contribution of the parking facilities. According to Bain 2012, he has identified the fact that structural environment is important in locating office buildings and parking space. So nowadays, the high-density parking is limited. The challenge can be addressed using design policy and more solutions. The third strategy is reduce demand for parking, which is changing behavior and encourage commuters to consider alternatives to the personal car can help reduce parking demand. According to Littman 2018, he believes that reducing the demand for parking will help in reducing the supply of parking. Also, according to Groote 2016, the demand for parking can be improved using alternative modes of transportation demand management, such as using the car culture. The culture should shift from single occupancy vehicle trips and toward paid parking. Also, Dumbaugh and Lee 2010 believe that to reduce demand for parking can be addressed using transit investment on new and existing routes and modes. Also, Filson and Roston 4004 defined some of the solutions that can be employed in this case, that controlling the parking demands will be of the importance in reducing the need for supply through transit investment. Fourth strategy is find innovative ways to pay for high-density parking infrastructure. According to Capel 2008, reducing the parking requirement will help the developer to integrate parking structure. He believes that investing and finding innovative ways will help in creating high-density parking options. Also, Stubbs 2002 mentions the use of tax-based incentives to create financial returns, which will support the investment of high-density parking. The final strategy is manage parking as long-term asset. According to Chrest 2012, he described that manage parking as long-term asset by defining the success of the project. So set the goals and objectives, then evaluation. This way will reduce the impact that comes with this tool in defining the time and resources required. The last part of this video is conclusion, which is this video reviews the topic of parking strategies to reduce environmental impact and improve urban space. This topic is important to address the challenges in surface parking since most people are not comfortable with the parking design. The key findings and suggestions in the paper are that the 5 methodology towards making a good parking design. In the first place, there exists the need to decrease the supply of parking. Furthermore, better parking structure ought to be characterized. Thirdly, the interest in stopping ought to be diminished. Fourthly, inventive ways for being thickness stopping expenses ought to be characterized. Finally, overseeing parking strategies as long-term is critical.